All right, part 2 on the LA burn and the boxed in Trump on the trial. And I'm hearing today that it looks like LA is being boxed in by a fire being set here and here and here, according to the people so-called escaping on the social media and these things. And one is mentioning the 101, the 118, the 405, boxed in, Israel slaughter, and the 1 through 500 acre valley, the 101, not be able to leave, the misdirection, the bunker, the slaughter, these types of things, okay? So all these things are connecting some things today with the trial, and that 101 is the 110, or the 10-1, and the British is where you write the day first, and then the month, and then the year, and they also have a day back in the thing. On the photos, if you go back and look at old photos in the 80s and 90s, you'll see the year was written first, okay? So, the pictures and the double negatives and the X-Files and all these things going into the cloud, all this stuff is going to serve a purpose. And the Book of Life is part of Facebook, and the Book of Life is part of the, like when you get to a party, the guest list and stuff, you may sign it or whatever, or you may have like an altar, the altar, okay, being taken to the altar, ego. And the red heifer sacrifice is tied to this thing that's going to be going on. And the red heifer, the Epher, okay, the red Epher, this is tied to the Republicans coming and doing that Red Sea in a way, and that Red Sea divide, and the bleeding for the birth and all these things that's going to be rising in our nation, okay? So the 101, the 1 through 5, the 15, that's the 11 through 5, 11 through 15, the 18, and then the Simpsons, it mentions the 19 internet, the flip on that's the 116, but the end her net, all these things, this can be where your internet is taken out, and then Elon Musk comes in with Starlink, and this is where he's given 1 hour. That 1 hour is the 4 years with the beast in a way, and then he could even come in and divide the nation to where we go off this way and we go off that way. But the things that's going to be coming out are going to be bringing in the Real ID system, and this is the perfect voting system actually, because you're coming eye to eye basically, and they think the face scanners does read the faces, but it reads the eyes actually. It knows who you are through the eyes. It just has to see your eyes to know who you are. Okay, so also when you do a scan, and we've all seen these things kind of in the movies or whatever, they take a dude's eye or a dude's face or whatever, and they scan it or whatever, they chop it off or whatever kind of thing. And this also plays a role in the mask and whatever, okay? So the mask can do one type of biometrics, and this is like Damascus, and then the spies and all these things are playing a role, okay? So you have the spies, and then the iris. The iris you can't change kind of thing, okay? Or you got to get an iris print, and then you got to print the eyeball and all that kind of stuff. But and we see the glass eye, okay? And this can be a 4, 8, or whatever year, or we can see all this crack open at one heart, like the cuff and the cuff and the UC and those things play a role backwards on the Wando Fuka, all right? But and that's also the deck and the whatever. Either way, so the iris and all this is the perfect way to get your voting going on, right? I mean, everybody's phone, everybody has a phone, everybody has a number, everybody has a ID associated with your number, or with the SSN number, whatever it's called, and then you have your own biometrics. Okay, so this is the perfect way to stop the voter fraud. But then that's where you have the AI. That's where Zuckerberg's saying there's not just one AI, there's many AIs. So this is where you have the AI with the AI, and you actually need these catastrophes and this great tribulation in a way is the last moments where the AI is coming on and learning emotions. Okay, it's learned everything else, but it needs to learn emotions and empathy and all these things, and it's going to do this by by everything that's going on, because it's all connected. So as it learns empathy and all these things, it can come on the next however many years and transform everything into an algorithm where everything is fair and everything is equal. Okay, so it's going to do this through the projection, through the men, because we work as the projection. We are the projection. The light comes through us and all these things, and the things have been shown as far as like kids starving in Africa, the people living homeless in America, the people struggling day to day that are trying to have kids and do this and that and the other, and they have to leave their kids here, or the moms have to choose and whatever. All these different tests, they're all kind of messed up, are all going to come to an equalizing kind of thing. And stay-home moms and these types of things, they work harder than anybody, okay? And the moms that decide to stay home and homeschool, they work 24 hours a day, and they should be paid for it, but nobody's here to pay them, okay? And then it's all kinds of messed up. So as these things are all playing a role for the new heaven and earth, it's all going to equalize, okay? Because we see these people who need, and these people are overpaid over here, paying millions of dollars for sitting at a desk not doing any work whatsoever as far as physical labor or whatever kind of, it's all backwards. Okay, so as it's turning from ass backwards, it's going to piss that old system off, and they're going to go off into there. It's like where doctors get paid not to heal you. It's a sick care system right now. It's not a health care system. Like in China, supposedly, the doctors get paid if you get better, not if you get worse. So, oh man, there's so many trails. So this, the video about the 108, the 118, the 405, the 1 through 5 acres, all these things. The acres is the AC Ray, and the AC is the California abbreviation. If it starts off with the COP and all those things, the COP is the COP for that cryptogenic, and the Nick is the Santa and all these things. So the crypto is self-explanatory, and Elon Reeves Musk is tied to Christopher Reeves, it's tied to Superman, it's tied to Kryptonite, it's tied to crypto, the night, it's tied to the as a thief in the night. All those things are overlaying, okay? Because you live in the Marvel versus the DC with the Image and the Valiant and the Dark Horse and all these things interwoven. Those are the comics that are part of that Mike and that Meconium for that birth and that sticky poop situation. Okay, and that's where you got your LA popping off, and combs, and the speaker mic, and the switch, and all those other things. Okay, the things either before or after the steel on these things can be tying a roll into the drama we're going to see the next 4 years, but we'll see how they crack it open before or after. But obviously the 10 days, the begotten 10 days before the election, and with the LA fire and the things that's showing in New York with the Bronx, and the big freeze that's happening in the South, and all these things overlapping. These and then it's not even a big one, but San Francisco today got a small quake in the threes. I think it's 3.8 or 3.9, but get those in Oklahoma, and they're not talking about it at all. So it's just like, it's telling you a time, and it's basically telling people on the West Coast to leave or whatever, because we're going to see that little La Palma crossover section where either Yellowstone pops and it causes this to happen over here, and then, or Tokyo or Hawaii pops and washes LA out and San Francisco out, or San Francisco pops and then washes LA or Hawaii out, or Alaska pops and washes out the whole West Coast, or the Oregon, all those things, Wanda Fuca, all those things, all right? And I expect major, all those kinds of things to connect in 2025 for the May Day, the 525 or 5225, or 52525, those kinds of combinations locks as we're going into that 11th. We're in the 11th hour, the 23 and 24 crossover for the 9/11 anniversary. The 23-24 equals the 47. The 47 election is before you. Okay, all those things are intermingling, all right? And Trump's born in 46, Kamala's born in 64, Biden's born in 42, all right? 4/20/25 has your Easter and your Orthodox overlapping this year, and that's the most high holiday, and all the like, we're on the top of this mountain after mountain, okay? Because we get to that final Everest, and the Everest Tibetan 1/7 had the quake for that Christmas quake, the Eastern Christmas quake, which is that Christmas bomb that quake is going off in the Tibet, and that's part of the Bethlehem, and the buy on the backside for the double T, and the ET for the Olivet Discourse, all those little things. But the Eve is for the EV for the Elon Musk. Okay, but the highest mountain, the Eve, the quake in Tibet, that's overlapping for the Christmas, and we're showing that fire started in LA, and they're comparing it to a bomb, an apocalyptic scene, and like a movie, all these things breaking open all at one time. And so it's all there. Okay, I'm having a brain fart. So oh man, I wish I could remember, but I can't, so I might as well just end the video because of time. So it's all coming up, folks.